Hey guys, Katie Newell here, and I just wanted to take a minute to give you an update and kind of let you know what's been going on with Keto-OS, Prove It, the exogenous ketones I've been taking for over 3 months now, and just kind of fill you in on what's going on. Every day I get quite a few emails or text messages or Facebook messages just asking for more details, and I feel like just taking a second to put it on video might be helpful and I don't know, get it out there. So I was first introduced to exogenous ketones back in early June by my good friend Abigail Klutz. Abigail is well known in the fitness competition world and had been invited to be part of kind of the inner circle that really helped develop and create the business of Prove It. At that time, I was studying to get my sports and exercise nutrition certification, not because I wanted to train athletes on nutrition, but because I've suffered from rheumatoid arthritis since the age of 4, and I really wanted to understand nutrition on a cellular level and figure out what I could be doing to tweak the clean diet I was already mostly eating with a few treats here and there, but to make my body function at its best. Long story short, I developed a severe reaction to the medicine I'd been on, the pharmaceuticals I'd been on, and had to go off of it about a year and a half ago. Last winter and spring and up until about 90 days ago, this was it was a really long year for me. I had made the choice that I would rather be physically not at my best than have to deal with going on harder drugs that would really wreck my immune system and put me at risk for cancer and other pretty bad side effects. So went off it, was studying sports and exercise nutrition, and started learning about the byproducts of macronutrients and how glucose, amino acids, and ketones are the byproducts of carbohydrates, protein, and fat. And I kept reading all this research that talked about all of these conditions that having elevated ketone levels in the body can help you with. So when Abigail said, I have access to the first exogenous ketones to go to market, to me it was a no-brainer. I said, what do I have to do to get my hands on them? Like, I want in. Because like I said, I knew the power of elevated ketone levels, and that's exactly what Keto-OS provides, is an elevated level of ketones in the body, very similar to a ketogenic diet or periods of starvation. I also understood that the research was absolutely solid. Dr. I'm so bad at names. Dr. D'Agostino, I hope I said that right, had been testing ketones for years, but they'd never been able to find a way that would make it palatable to the mass market. It was used for like Navy SEALs and other stuff like that, but there's research and emerging research showing that having these elevated ketones can help reduce the formation of cancer cells, can help prevent epilepsy, especially in children, can help reverse type 2 diabetes. If you look at our own Charlie Tucker, he's lost I don't even know how many pounds, and in just 90 days gotten completely off his insulin and has better lab results than he has in years. His doctor actually cried when he saw the results after just 3 months. So that's just one of the great stories. Also, Alzheimer's protection. We have emerging research with Parkinson's and all sorts of cognitive and neurological disorders. And obviously, it's also working for people like myself who have wild inflammation, chronic inflammation going on in the body, because inflammation cannot thrive in a ketogenic state. Sugar feeds inflammation. Sugar feeds cancer cells. Sugar feeds cognitive and neurological issues. And so by switching the way our body burns fuel to ketones, we've got that. So my 90-day journey, day 1 through 4, I wasn't completely sold. I will be totally honest. I guess I was hoping for immediate results, but after 30 years on pharmaceuticals, my body, I think, had a lot of healing it needed to do, and is still hopefully still doing it. But then on day 5, I woke up kind of feeling just run down and not at my best. We'd come off a long weekend and had been super busy. And so I came downstairs, made my ketone drink, took it back up to my office to have my morning quiet time. And about, I don't know, I think I got distracted reading magazines or something. But probably about an hour later, I realized that I felt amazing. Not amazing like I'm going to go run a marathon, but the fatigue and the achiness that I had had an hour ago when I woke up had vanished. And I wanted to be like, of course it's the ketones, but I still kind of had to doubt myself. Um, and so then on day 10, it happened again. And I woke up, my right hip was inflamed. I was supposed to go to Costco and do laundry that day with the girls. They were off for the summer. And I remember being like, I can't do this. Like, we're just going to have a house day. That's just the way it is, which I've been kind of used to over the last year, just basing my schedule. You know, like, I feel like I had an energy hourglass, and every time I turned it over to use my energy, I had to pay attention, because when it was gone for the day, I was done. Like, there was no more energy in my hourglass. But again, about 2 hours later, after drinking my ketones, I stood up to go get something, and I realized that my hip wasn't causing me to basically limp anymore. And I thought, oh my goodness. I was like, this is the real deal. And I called Darren and I was like, it's working. Like, it's working. Like, this is the game changer that I had hoped and prayed it would be. So I put a Facebook post out there just letting people know what I'd found and what my results were. And within 24 hours, I had 92 comments from people wanting to know more. How can they get this? How can I help them? How can it help them with their ailment? So I just started really diving into a rabbit hole, basically, where all I wanted to do was learn all I could about ketones and how exogenous ketones work, and you know what the power of ketones really is. And to me, it's just been like my faith in the product, my faith in the way it's changing my life, and my faith in this company and the direction they're heading is astronomical. Fast forward to day 45-ish on ketones, so somewhere in that 35 to 45. I remember one day Darren and I were going on a walk somewhere. I don't know what we were doing. It was a day where we were going to be very active for me at the time. And we got to the end of the day, and I was like, babe, I feel good. Like, I don't only feel good, like, I just realized that I haven't had a flare since that day 10, way a month ago or so. Fast forward another 2 weeks, about two weeks ago, I was having lunch with my friend Kelly, who happens to be both a registered nurse and a physical trainer. So those are good friends to have if you have health issues and want to be healthy. And I told her, I was like, the cool thing, not only have I not flared, but I'm at the point now where I'm ready to start working out again, and getting my muscle mass back, and getting all the things restored in my body that cannot physically be done when your joints are chronically inflamed, because it's just not safe and it's just not healthy for them. But I didn't even know where to start, because I hadn't done anything in so long. Well, she offered to help me, and as of yesterday, we've got me on a real workout plan. Like, it was the first strength and cardio full body workout I've done in for a very long time. And this morning I was afraid I was going to wake up and be like, dang, I got hit by a truck, because that's what normally would happen if I tried to work out. And not only do I not feel like that, I'm already excited to go back to the gym and work out with her again tomorrow. Like, I truly feel like I have gotten my life back. So I kind of rambled, but I just wanted to take a few minutes to just let you guys know my personal experience, and also to really encourage you, if you suffer from chronic pain, if you suffer from any disease, if you just need an energy boost because you're always tired and your doctors can't explain to you what's going on, if you are an athlete and are looking for just that edge, ATP production is increased dramatically when you're burning ketones as a fuel source as opposed to glucose. So you're actually creating more cellular energy within your body. My husband's big into CrossFit, and he's been loving the ketones for that reason. Or if you just want to feel better, because that's been my passion all along for the last 12, 14 years, is I've been trying to find my better, and I've been trying to help other people find their better. So if I can help you in any way, my suggestion would be try this product for a month, give it 30 days. We have a money-back guarantee, so if it doesn't impress you, you have nothing to lose. But it could give you the life you've desired. It could give you the life you once had and lost, which is what I feel. Well, no, I never probably had it. I was just masking it through pharmaceuticals. Um, but I mean, depression and anxiety, ADD, ADHD, the list goes on. So that's all I got. I'm going to let you guys go. But yeah, please reach out to me. I'll make sure I have the link to the website in the comments somewhere. This is the first time I've ever done like the webcam YouTube thing. So hopefully it'll turn out. But I told myself I'm not going to watch it because then I'll want to just delete it and try again. So here we go. That's all I got. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.